Welcome to class, everyone. Your enzyme is on the board. It is a review of thermochemistry. You have 5 minutes. Go! What is thermochemistry? Cannon!
Thermochemistry is the study of energy changes that occur during a chemical or physical reaction.
Very nice. What is heat represented by? Lauren!
Heat is represented by the letter Q, and it flows from a warmer to a cooler object.
Very nice. Extra points for adding in extra answers. What is the conservation of energy? Cannon!
The conservation of energy means that matter is never created or destroyed.
Very good. What is the meaning of the stem exo and endo?
Exo means to release heat, and endo means to absorb heat.
Very good. Yes, Cannon.
You forgot to stamp my enzyme.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Again.
Oh, sorry.
What is this, the third time?
Seriously.
I know. Jeez.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Measuring heat flow. Heat flow is measured in two common units, a calorie and
The next section, which is heat capacity and specific heat.
Heat capacity is the amount of heat needed to increase the temperature of an object at exactly 1 degree Celsius. Can anyone guess what specific heat is now that we know what heat capacity is?
With Neutron,
Yes?
is specific heat the amount of heat needed to raise 1 gram to 1 degree
Calculate
Celsius?
specific heat?
I think I know.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Is it C equals Q over N times delta T?
Very good. That is absolutely perfect.
Lauren, I really don't understand the activation energy. Could you please go over that with me?
Okay, yeah, sure. So when you look at the chart, the activation energy is right here, and that's the minimum energy needed for a reaction to happen. And then right here is the reactant side, and this is always the products. Hey, Little Red, I just really don't understand these transition states. What does that mean?
Okay, so a transition state, it's the unstable arrangement of atoms, and they occur when there's like a peak of activation energy, and they hit this barrier, and that forms the transition state. And then, okay, can you please go over the 4 factors that affect reaction rates? Because I can never remember those.
No problem. Okay, so the first is always temperature.
Okay.
The next is particle size. And the next is concentration. That's like how much of the solute is in the solution.
Right.
And the fourth is catalyst.
Okay. And then, so for temperature, it's the higher the temperature, the quicker the reaction
rate.
And that's the
exactly.
same for concentration, right?
Yes, the higher the concentration, the quicker the reaction.
And then the slower, or the smaller the particle size, the quicker it takes place.
Calorimetry is the first portion of this section. Calorimetry is the precise measurement of the heat flow into or out of the system for a chemical and physical process. This is heat of combustion. The heat of combustion is the heat of reaction for complete burning of 1 mole of substance.
Okay, he's this French chemist, right?
Yes, with
Okay.
a funny name.
And so wasn't his principles on like equilibrium and how they change?
Exactly.
Okay,
And they're basically the stresses that affect equilibrium.
and there is temperature, pressure, and the concentration of the reactants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it can be the products, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But mainly the 3: concentration, temperature, and pressure.
Okay, and his principle was that if the stress is applied to
The system
then
of an equilibrium, the system changes in a way that relieves the stress. So the equation is always trying to find the balance.
What is question number 1?
Well, the reaction rate is a chemical change, and it is expressed as the amount of reactant changing per unit of time.
Very good. Do you know what question 2 is?
I know what question 2 is. The collision theory states that atoms, ions, and molecules can react to form products when there is enough kinetic energy to react. And the activation energy is the minimum amount of energy that it takes for the particles to be able to collide with each other.
Question 3.
An equilibrium position is, let's see, the relative concentrations of the reactants and products at equilibrium.
Okay. Question 4.
Let's see. Le Chatelier's 3 changes that occur would be the changes in concentration, the temperature, and the pressure.
Okay. Question 5.
The equilibrium constant is the ratio of product concentrations to reactant concentrations at equilibrium.
Very good.
The end! That was really corny.
What is the meaning of the stem, exo, and endo?
Exo means to release heat, and endo means to absorb.
Very good. Kenan?
You forgot to stand my catalyst.
Oh,
it's an enzyme!
welcome to class, everyone.
What's up? Hey. So awkward. Okay, Lauren, there's taking a pose. She's like, hey.
Welcome to class, everyone. Please complete your enzyme on the board. You have 5 minutes.
Lightning. Lightning.
Hey, class. Today we're going to do an all-class study session. So whip out your notes and let's get started.